Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast. We're just in the game of course, and boots are being bought. Except for maybe something else by the supports, I'm not too certain yet, they haven't bought it yet, but let's go over the teams first anyway. So, blue team, they have Lee Sin who will be jungling, Irelia on top of course, where else would you put her? Maybe on the bottom, I don't know, I don't care. She's going top, trust me. An Ahri in the middle, with a fiery tail, tails, sorry, tail, tails. Tail, I can do this all day, sorry. And then last but by no means least, the support, Sona, together with Graves on the bottom. So that's blue team. Red team will have a jungle Nocturne. He will be doing fine, especially at level 6, he has very potent ganks. Then we have a Zhyra, who will be in the middle, I suppose. You can also play her support, she has good support abilities as well, she can crowd control like a mofo, but as an ability power champion she is very good as well, so middle she will be. Riven will be on top, who is now, I don't know where she's hiding, but I can't seem to find her or click her even. Come on, I pressed Riven. Ah, my god, that camera was slow. So here we are, Riven. She's going top against Irelia. Should be an even fight, we shall see. Then Nunu together with Vayne on the bottom lane. Vayne of course benefits a lot from the attack speed that Blood Boil gives, because if she has silver bolts and she levels that first, she can do so much true damage so fast. Because of course every third attack you'll do a true damaging ability if you attack the same target 3 times. And the faster that happens, the more it will happen, and that means the more damage she will be able to do. But she is facing off a very dangerous bot lane, I must say. Sona has very high poke abilities, so she can do a lot of damage. Lee Sin does not want to use smite and will not need to use it, so he will be able to, well, do whatever he wants really. Sona now going back to the bottom to help her Graves out, should be fine. Graves of course with the buckshot can do a lot of poke as well. Needs to be careful of the Nunu Ice Blast though, it will lower his attack speed, and you do not want that as a AD carry, or do you? Broken Wings going to do a lot of damage on Irelia apparently, so Riven actually was level 2 before her and totally took it on to her face. Lee Sin however is approaching, so let's follow Lee Sin for a while. So he is going from behind, should be able to escape death there. Riven still has flash, and I think she actually spotted the Lee Sin. Well, the minions did at the very least, but there's Nocturne. That explains that my mouse goes crazy. But I don't see Lee Sin surviving this. He is going to flash over the wall, but the Riven is there, still able to follow her. Zhyra is approaching as well. Broken Wings able to land the knock up, and that will be first blood for Riven. A blue buff and the red buff for Riven. Ahri doing some damage onto the Zhyra, but she needs to be careful. Riven is closer by and Nocturne is very close by. And as I wanted to say, Riven is going to do a lot of damage already onto Irelia. That red buff early on in the game is going to wreck her lane. I believe Lee Sin needs to go top immediately to try and take the buffs back or give it to Irelia, because else there won't be anything Irelia can do and this lane will snowball out of control. Bottom lane, again, with the poke composition, is going to do a lot of poke, and the ignite might actually be enough. She isn't chugging her health, but now she is just in time. Nunu now trying to tank, guarding this for his life. He will probably not survive. He is going to exhaust Sona. She is going to die. So great play by Nunu, considering. Sona actually with the ignite as well, together with Graves. So the first ignite actually came from her. Now it's going to be Nocturne coming in from behind. Graves hasn't expected a thing. Now he does. He has a red buff though. Graves doesn't have enough mana. He is going to try and execute. That won't work as well. Going to try and flash over this wall. Might work, but the fear just went off. So good try, Graves, but good die, Graves. So red team actually making work of him themselves. Of course Nunu did die as well, but he took Sona with him, so that's pretty good. Of course the AD carry Graves was able to get a kill, so it benefits him as well. And Vayne didn't get a kill nor an assist because of Nunu's play there. So in the end it might be better for bottom lane. I think they're still ahead. Well, blue team's bottom lane of course. Nocturne trying to gank, didn't work. Riven still has red, but she's fairly low I might say. Irelia sure knows how to beat it into her. She is going for a brutalizer apparently, so once she has that, she will be a force to reckon with. Lee Sin trying to do some damage onto Nocturne. Nocturne is level 4 though, and is going to smite his Wraith so that he cannot steal it. Good job, Nocturne. Pings are going down because of course bottom lane is going to be very aggressive. Vayne taking the kill onto the Sona, and I think Wraith will be able to get away. I don't think Nunu can take this though. He is going to try and do it for as long as possible. I don't think he has consumed. This will be very bad. Lee Sin now going in from behind. Nice tumble dodge, but I'm not too sure what Nunu was thinking there. That cost him 2 kills. They could have backed away fast enough, but they didn't. Riven doing damage. That red buff is finally gone though, so the damage will be reduced. Irelia should be able to hold on for a little while, but as you can see, Riven just has the upper hand. But a little bit of a throw there, I must say, by red team's bottom lane. They could have gotten away with the kill and then just back off. Instead, they wanted to go in onto the Graves, and, well, why should you? Vayne was too low. One buckshot and Vayne would have died anyway, so there wasn't anything she could do unless Condemn was off cooldown and she was able to CC him for the duration of a kill. Even then, that's quite risky to do, and hey, if you're ahead, try to stay ahead. Don't risk too much, because you're ahead. You don't have to risk. Now it's pretty even thanks to those 2 kills on the bottom lane given to both Lee Sin and I think even Ahri got an assist out of it. I'm not too certain. No, she did not. Anyway, can't blame her. She was also approaching to the bottom lane, so a reason the more for red team's bottom lane to went back a lot sooner than that. Oh, a nice knock up there by Riven. The ignite going down, and she was level 6 as well. So that will be a very quick kill and a good thing indeed, because she needs to be ahead. If Riven is able to snowball out of control, it doesn't even matter that bottom lane gave a few kills away. And out of control Riven is very strong indeed. She is going to build DPS to begin with, so that will be a lot of damage, trust me. Nocturne trying to get a gank down. Let's see, he is going to just go away. Blue should be about to spawn, I believe, so yes indeed, it just spawned. It will be given to Zhyra. Of course, Lee Sin started with red, so his red has spawned as well, but blue will be out of sync with, of course, red team's blue. So Zhyra in the beginning will be able to be a little bit more aggressive. Ahri in the end will be able to be a bit more aggressive, unless she dies with her blue buff, of course. Nunu is not in his lane yet. I wonder where... Oh, sorry, I couldn't see him. He was quite a stealthy Nunu there. So they were, well no, bottom lane actually was never really that far ahead, of course. Vayne is permanently blood boiled, so she has high attack speed, so she is able to be aggressive, of course. So can Sona and Graves. Just look at that, Hymn of Valor doing all that damage onto Nunu. And if she stacks up 3 attacks, she will be able to do a lot of damage as well with her power chord. Unless of course she decides to use Song of Celerity of Aria of Perseverance. Trying to steal their Nocturne. They did warded it, but it will not be a kill. Nocturne is level 6 though, so maybe if Zhyra was able to use her grasping roots onto the Ahri, they could have killed them. Pings are going down, Vayne is very low, and so is Nunu. Those hymns, and that's a flash in by Graves. Declans to reduce the damage, and only, my god, she had less than 10 HP. Very quick cleanse reflexes there. She was able to get away, but that was a lot of burst. Now Nocturne going in onto Irelia, that will be a kill. Actually flash away there. Nocturne going to flash after her, going to use his Shroud of Darkness just in case. Now pings are going down. I'm not too sure, well, it's probably because of Nocturne almost dying. Thanks a lot. So yeah, pretty amazing play for now. Red team is pulling ahead ever so slightly. Of course, the assassin of the Ahri is calling her to go aggressive and go for the kill onto Zhyra. Of course, going in onto a Zhyra could be dangerous, but she is Ahri though, so she is quite fast if she uses her ultimate Spirit Rush. But if she's not able to dodge the Zhyra ult, it could be dangerous. Stranglethorns, they can knock you up. The CC is fairly long. If she's able to hit her own plants with it, they'll attack speed go up by 50%. So that will be a lot of damage incoming if Ahri is not careful. Of course, there should be a lot of luck involved. But who knows? There could be luck involved any time of the game. Luck is a fairly important factor in games. Trust me, I know. Everyone knows. Everyone who played this game knows that's going to be the Spirit Rush. All that damage going down onto Zhyra. She needs her Grasping Roots. Is going to use Strangletones, but a nice dodge by Ahri. She doesn't have any procs anymore, so, well, Lee Sin was too close anyway. So, yeah, she was able to dodge his Strangletones, and that's why she survived, and Zhyra died. It could have been the other way around, though. Zhyra was a little bit too cocky there. She didn't have any of her abilities ready, so the timing of Ahri was pretty perfect indeed. Riven is one level ahead onto the Irelia and is going to try and punish her, but Irelia actually doesn't agree and thinks, nope, you're going to die. Riven needs to back off. Collateral damage there used by Grace as well, so Vayne again pretty low. The poke of both the Sona and the Grace are a little bit too high. Of course, with Nunu as your support, you cannot sustain yourself. Sona, on the other hand, can just keep on using the Aria of Perseverance to heal. Oh my, Lee Sin getting caught in between a nice Dragon Rage. Vayne just barely escapes again. Now it's going to be Nunu who's going to have to run away. Lee Sin going to chase down with the flash, so that will be an easy kill, but I don't see Sona surviving this at all. Graves is going to help though, so Nocturne now needs to run away. Run, Nocturne, he doesn't have flash. Graves doesn't have mana though, so only Lee Sin's Q could make a difference, and it won't. Ping's going down on top, where someone is fairly low. Actually, Irelia died. So that's what happened. Let's go back just to see what happened, because, whoa, it was more than 30 seconds ago actually, so I shouldn't really go there. But here you can see Irelia getting stunned there just at the time that Lee Sin got the kill onto Vayne. A reason why I did not see, and that will be a quick kill, baby. Of course, that ultimate increases her damage, so it's no surprise at all that she was able to just wreck the Irelia once her ultimate is up. Ahri actually getting pretty low there, but the Strangletones is still off cooldown for the Zhyra, so unless she's able to hit her Grasping Roots, Ahri should be fine. Nocturne still surviving. Is still keeping the lane presence to try and defend the tower, but it didn't work. Well, I can't really blame him. He's now going back, pings are going down. Actually, finally, Ahri was still able to kill the Zhyra there. Well, she did have a ward placed just at the time that Zhyra was going to farm her Wraiths, and that was a lot of damage. She did dodge the charm, but it didn't really matter. That Spirit Rush does more than enough. Foxfire does more than enough. The Orb does more than enough. The passive of Zhyra did not hit, a pity indeed. But, well, Ahri is hard to hit anyway, even though she didn't have any stacks left on her Spirit Rush. Now it's going to be blue team taking the dragon and probably succeed as well. Graves is there, Lee Sin is there, Ahri is there. That's going to be a dragon for blue team, and they are finally going to pull ahead. First time in the game, but my god, they kind of deserved it. That gank on the bottom was very good indeed, and the middle is winning as well, and those are the lanes you want to win early on in the game in order to have good dragon control. Riven is actually now, I thought she was going to help her team out, because she is the one that is ahead the most on her team. I don't know farm-wise, let's check out the farm. So Riven is most ahead on farm as well on her team, but Graves is actually the best farmer in the game with 102 minions. Nocturne needs to disappear from Zhyra's lane, Zhyra says with a ping of retreat. Another turret, well, two turrets have been destroyed in this game, the top one and the bottom one. Well, one for blue team, one for purple team. So now Vayne is actually able to farm very safely. She has zoned her lane in such a way that the minions will stay there forever. She needs to push a little bit harder though, because of this tank minion. He will disrupt it a little bit, but I think she will be able to freeze the lane at that position for eternity, so Graves will not be able to farm as much as he would want to. They walk over a ward there. They will try to steal the blue. However, there are 4 members of red team approaching. Well, I don't know where the Zhyra is, but she should be there. Oh, god damn it, Zhyra, sorry. Thought you were Vayne there for a second. So Lee Sin will try and steal. They are standing on a ward. They do know Lee Sin is there though, so that will not be a steal. Lee Sin actually going, no, it's Ahri going in from behind, was spotted by a ward again. This ward here has disappeared. I think you can see my mouse, by the way. I'm not too certain. Nocturne now going to walk in straight onto the Ahri. Ahri going to do a lot of damage there, but I think Nocturne will be fine. His Shroud of Darkness was able to block the Orb of Deception. Graves now going to push the middle tower. I don't see red team doing anything about it. Charm hits the Zhyra. Graves going in. Graves doing a lot of damage and kills the Zhyra. No problems there. Charm hits, the ultimate of Sona hits. There's not much more you need there. Vayne still farming. Of course, if you let a Vayne farm, she is very strong in the end, so I don't think she minds. Riven is going to go for a walk. She's going to the middle. They're actually going on to Vayne, sorry there. But nothing happened to begin with anyway. But there are 4 people of blue team going to push towers. And if you get towers, you get global gold. And if you get global gold, you get a lot of items. And if you get a lot of items, you get a lot of team fights. And this is going to be Nocturne going very crazy. Dying because of it. Nunu's ultimate will not hit. Well, he ended it a little bit early. Now Riven going in. Riven could do this actually. Ahri has popped a lot of her cooldowns. Though they should be back except for her Spirit Rush, which is almost off cooldown actually. Oh, Lee Sin almost hitting, but Nunu danced away. They were spotted by the Sword though, so he could have baited it out just a little bit. Graves all by himself. Zhyra now approaching is going to get spotted by the Sword, and this is going to be Vayne versus Graves. Graves doing a lot of damage, but he used his abilities. Is going to flash away. Riven was able to get the kill onto Ahri, and now Graves needs to run for his life. No, Zhyra with the Rampant Growth will get the kill. And now it's Nunu going to kite the Lee Sin for all eternity. He was able to safeguard towards a ward, so he should be fine. Nope, another Ice Blast hit. So he is going to continue the chase. Strangle Thorns will not hit. And another Ice Blast. Come on, you can do it if you really try. They should be able to get this. Riven is also approaching, so she will be able to do this. Broken Wings just to get closer. Lee Sin safeguarding away, will not be able to dodge. Actually, he will. Is going to try and kill Riven, but Riven is of course fairly tanky because she's level 12. Is able to tank a few turret shots, and that will be a double kill for the Zhyra. Great play for red team. They are able to make the score a bit even. It's 22.2k gold. Actually they're able to pull ahead now with almost, let's say, 50 gold or something like that. Still, if they're able to destroy this tower, red team will again be the team that is technically the most ahead. However, who has the gold on the red team? Well, actually, it's Riven, Zhyra and Nocturne, which is actually fairly important for a Nocturne because he kind of needs the gold for, he is quite an assassin type of jungler, and if you aren't able to pull ahead as an assassin jungler, then you are pretty weak. Tank junglers usually do not need all that much gold because of course their innate tankiness will make up for it, and of course their utility in team fights. Nocturne, well, his ultimate is very good indeed because of course it blocks the vision of your enemies, and his fear is pretty good as well, but he needs to survive for quite a long time for that fear to be effective. Oh, Ahri. Well, she has her ultimate, so she should be able to get away, but the damage is just very big indeed. Is going to charm the Riven. Riven now trying to run away. She still has her ultimate though, so one more hit could kill the Ahri. Needs to run away. Irelia is approaching as well. A lot of damage there, and that's the kill onto the Ahri. And now Nocturne going in onto Lee Sin will get the kill. No flash away, but he will flash straight after him, and that will be the kill onto Lee Sin. Now it's going to be Irelia versus 3. Will not work. Riven almost dying there, but she will be able... Oh, the grasping roots were able to hit. Absolute 0 will do absolute nothing. Well, it was fine to see it anyway, so why not? Rampant Growth going to push the wave. They could go for this tower actually. Nocturne is there, Nunu is there. Nunu can give Block Boil to Nocturne, so he can do a lot of damage as well. Actually did it to Zhyra. Nunu going to tank the turret though, so it should be fine. Oh, it's actually Nocturne. I'm sorry, I'm blind. Graves got the top second tier turret. The bottom second tier turret. Sorry, it was on the north side, so I thought, who top? Actually going to run straight to the enemies though. Luckily there isn't any ward anymore. There were though in the beginning of the game, but they are less cocky. Well, they are more cocky actually, red team, than they used to be. They feel that they're ahead. They are by 1,000 gold, so it is fine. They can be a little bit more cocky, but keep in mind that cockiness killed the cat. Another dragon taken by blue team though, so they still have perfect dragon control, which is very important in a game. As they say, control the dragon, control the game. So they are going to try and, well, get as much global gold as possible to try and catch up to red team. So actually, the difference in gold isn't really that big. It's not an issue. Both teams are actually really tight against each other in team fight wise as well. Riven is fairly strong. She is an issue in those team fights. I don't think they have an answer for her. Irelia tries her best. She has already got a chain vest and is going to destroy this turret. One more auto attack should be enough. So Riven is going to sit it out. Irelia wants the minions to do it for her, buying time so that Riven gets less minion kills. Very smart indeed. The tower took a few of those creep, so they died, but she is able to just farm up pretty quickly. She has the most farm in the game for now, I think. Yes, indeed. She caught up to Graves. Of course, Graves has difficulties farming because the lane is mostly pushed all the way to the top. Well, the bottom lane, of course. So it is very dangerous for him to farm at a position where the enemy could just surround him easily. Movements towards the Baron side of the jungle, or is it just a tribute? Probably though, they just want to farm. They can't really do Baron yet, it's too early in the game and Nocturne is not that tanky yet. Of course, if he has enough tank speed, lifesteal, he should be able to do just fine. Graves just wrecking that Nocturne there. Oh my, I didn't thought Graves would be that strong. While he does have his Infinity's Edge and is going to start building his Phantom Dancer, so if he crits, he hits hard. So it will be an issue for him no matter what. Well, for red team, of course. So blue team now able to pull ahead ever so slightly. It is a very tight game, as you can see. Oh my god, thank god Quick Draw was ready there, or else Graves would have taken a lot of damage. He wouldn't have died, unless of course Zhyra thought, I'm gonna Stranglethorn there. Which could have been dangerous, but of course Sona was near. She could have used her Aria of Perseverance just to heal him. And, well, that'll be all, really. It's the only defensive spell they have, for now, to negate damage. And it's the only thing that there is. Of course, Aria of Perseverance doesn't only heal, it increases your armor and the magic resistance, so it's not... Oh my. Baron, really? There is a ward though, so this cheeky maneuver will not go away unpunished. Of course, Nocturne is very good at stealing Baron. He is able to use his ultimate to just fly over it and use Smite freely without getting hit. Now red team going in from the below. Nocturne going to use his ultimate. Is he able to smite it? Yes, he will! Indeed, and that's going to be a dead Sona. Nocturne now going to run away for his life. Ahri gets knocked onto the wall by Condemn of Vayne. She is able to see her though, so that will be a quick kill, quick draw, not yet ready. Flash fail, didn't really matter because Vayne was there, and now it's going to be an Ice Blast on Lee Sin's face. Is he able to reach the Irelia comeback for him? Yes, indeed. And they will be able to go. Oh my god, Nunu wants to go aggressive. Well, Ice Blast to Lee Sin again. If Irelia was Ice Blasted, they might have gone for it, but Irelia is very dangerous, of course. She can use her Equilibrium Strike, especially if she has lower HP than you will get stunned. And you do not want to get stunned underneath a turret with a full HP Lee Sin. Well, he doesn't have his ultimate, but he has his abilities, he has full energy. And this is going to be a lot of turrets destroyed there. My red team, they want some monies and they will get some monies. It was a very cheeky move though by blue team. They shouldn't have done Baron so early on in the game, especially not knowing whether or not red team had vision or not. Of course, the positioning of red team was probably in such a way that they thought, alright, Vayne is all the way on the bottom, we can do this. Well, not really. This early on in the game, one player less doesn't mean that much of a difference because you take so much damage of Baron. And Riven is just able to do a lot of damage in that Dragon Pit as well. Of course, that Smite steal of Nocturne was perfect. Don't get me wrong, if blue team was able to get that Smite, it would have been a little bit different. But I still think that blue team would have died though. Oh my, they're going in onto Riven. Of course, Broken Wings will make it so that she can escape rather quickly. Will dash through the wall. Oh, it's actually flashed through the wall. And now she's going to dash and stun with the key burst. But Lee Sin is able to pursue and is going to kick her back with an amazing ward coverage safeguard there. But the rest of the team is now approaching. They will dodge the triangle, the roots. The grasping thorns, or roots. And now it's going to be Nunu with another Ice Blast on Lee Sin. Of course, Lee Sin is very escapey. It's going to be a nice ultimate by Sona, but of course cleansed away by the Vayne. Strangled Thorns will not hit anyone, but I don't see Lee Sin surviving this. The movement speed of Vayne is just incredible. I was gonna say crazy, but that's not a word. Nocturne, of course, able to pursue the Graves into infinity and beyond together with the Vayne. So that should be a kill by Vayne. Triple kill for Vayne. And that's an ace, I think. No, Irelia wasn't there. No, there is a Riven there, so she needs to back off. She has Guardian Angels, so she is quite effective actually in team fights. If she were there, things might have changed. She is going to get caught by Riven, and that's going to be just in time. However, Irelia is able to do a lot of damage onto the Riven as well. Who is going to win this? She must have her ultimate. Yes, she does, but she's not going to use it just yet. She's going to dash away. Could be dangerous though. She wants to use her weapon. They're just standing here. She's laughing her bolts off, and this is going to be the kill onto Irelia. Of course, she is going to revive. Will she survive? She is going to use Equilibrium Strike immediately. Nope, she used her ultimate instead. A little bit too late, Irelia. Of course, the cooldown of that ultimate isn't that big. So, only Sin going in versus 3, that's not the smartest thing to do, baby. Though Ahri is there as well, is going to hit the Vayne, so she will die. Actually going to lifesteal for quite a long time. Now Sin going in onto Zhyra, Nocturne going in onto Ahri. He got to get the kill there, but he doesn't have mana. He can't use his No! He's going to survive! Amazing. But Zhyra is still alive as well, amazingly enough. So it's only Vayne that died and Nocturne. Nocturne didn't have the mana for Duskbringer. If he had, he would have gotten a double kill and he would have been able to chase people for much more effectiveness. Zhyra with no HP is just going to keep the pressure on and might actually succeed. Now Graves is going to catch the Nunu, is going to quick draw, but oh, makes a mistake in his movement pattern. Of course, chasing a Nunu is fairly impossible if he's able to Bloodburn himself and Ice Blast yourself. Now Riven going in is going to find himself a very nice Sona indeed, and that's going to be a very quick kill. Boom! Indeed, game over, Sona. So yeah, now the gold cap is a little bit bigger for the red team and the blue team. So blue team is behind, they know it, that Baron kill did so much for them. It's really hard. Well, it's a gamble of course. If red team didn't notice it, it would have been the best way for blue team to pull ahead. Now Riven is going to 1v2, nope, she is going to use her broken wings to get away again. But she is just able to wreck the house. Item wise, well... you can clearly see that red team is pulling ahead so quickly. The Zhyra already has her hourglass, is starting to build on her Rabadon's death cap. She has the Athene's Unholy Grail to give her some more magic resistance and, well, mana regen, but she will have blue buff, so she doesn't really need the mana regen. The cooldown reduction is nice as well, and that's going to be the first dragon for red team. So now you can see it visionary that blue team is behind very much, because blue team used to be in control of the dragon the entirety of the game, and now just because of that dragon steal earlier on in the game, they don't have control over the dragon anymore. So it's going to be almost a 10k gold differentiation. It's still 8, but it is going to rise ever so quickly. Irelia actually continues to push on rather far, I might say, so if she gets caught, it might be dangerous. However, she might be able to just take this wave. Nocturne actually already approaching, Riven and Nunu already approaching. So what did I say, Irelia? You are a very cheeky champion. Is going to try and recall immediately. Nocturne should be able to hit the Duskbringer. Nope, she is going to run away with her minions. And I don't think red team knows where she is, so she is going to get caught. Is going to the jungle. Nunu is there as well. Nocturne using his paranoia to get in fairly quickly. Irelia going to kite and then flash away, but you cannot escape a Riven, can you? You can't! Boom! And that's going to be the kill onto Irelia. She doesn't have her Guardian Angel up yet, not that it would make a difference, but that will be a quick kill. Riven is godlike. So yeah, now only 4 players of blue team remain, so that will mean that red team will be able to push some objectives down. I hope they will start getting an inhibitor rather soon. Or else, well, it will be kind of useless that they killed Irelia. Of course, the free goal is fine, but they should do something about it. Baron isn't up yet, it will be rather shortly. Maybe they're waiting for that. Graves taking the blue and will succeed. So not enough pressure there by red team, I must say. Vayne now going in onto Sona, going to condemn her on the wall. And will Sona be able to use her ultimate? Well, she will, but of course Vayne has cleanse. Will be able to cleanse away the ignite dot as well. And just go bonkers onto... oh my god, they were able to kill each other. Grace now trying to get the kill onto Zhyra. Will succeed. He will get knocked up though, and the passive of Zhyra will do a lot of damage. Riven actually with the kill steal of her ultimate there. Hey, more assists. Kill secure. Hurrah! So that will actually be an inhibitor turret. I don't think she can hold this. Irelia trying to tank for her life, but it won't be enough. Oh, broken wings missed there. It's actually the surrender going down at the 28-minute mark. So GG, red team, you did amazingly. I must say, blue team, you did well as well. But that Baron was a little bit too cheeky, and you got punished because of it. Oh well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Bye-bye.